party people? Oh, I'm not center. Hold on. Okay, now I'm center. What's up, party? I got my mug. This is like one of my favorite mugs. Hold on, let me show you all this. Isn't that badass? I got that for like $1.50 at Big Lots. I saw it and I said it had to be mine. Yes, thank you for all the concerns about me feeling better. Thank you, Skip. I will hashtag deal with it. But thank you for all the concern about me feeling better. It's not completely fixed. My sleep schedule is not completely fixed, but is definitely on the mend. I went to bed about 10:30 last night. Woke up about 2, wanted to kill people out fireworks. I almost ran out my house and started cussing people out the street over. But I went back to bed. Woke up back at 5:30, then went back to bed and didn't wake up and didn't get out of bed until 1 in the afternoon. So my sleep schedule is fixing itself. It's just going to take longer than I thought, but I'm feeling much better. It was getting to the point where I was getting no sleep and being diabetic. That does not coincide very well with each other. So thank you. I appreciate all the concern. I really do. And yes, everybody's covering Gabby Hanna. And what I say, Gabby Hanna will not be covered on this channel. She would have to do something extreme. And the crap she's doing now, my personal opinion, the crap she's doing now, she's just doing it for attention. And that's exactly what she's getting. And I am not going to give her what she wants. And it's a ploy. I honestly believe in my heart, it's a ploy by Keemstar for some other crap. Use the Gabby Hanna situation. I am not going to be a part of it. I'm sorry. I'm not getting played like that to give her attention. I'm not going to do it. She ain't worth it. Just like my t-shirt says, nope. Yeah. Nope. I'll do 10 more videos on Creepshow art before I do a Gabby Hanna. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. And I don't even want to do Creepshow right now, so. Oh, what else? Oh, and guess what? And I blame this on y'all because it wouldn't be proper for me to blame myself. I told y'all on Twitter, don't let me forget to check out my other camera. And I completely forgot to do it. I just realized that like 10 minutes before we started. And I was like, damn, I forgot. Because I have another camera. It's a camera I used to use for my DIY channel. And it zooms in. And I want to know if it will like stay zoomed in on me and it'll be a better picture because it's a better resolution camera. But I never tested it out, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. I'm glad you're not talking about her. She brought up Bianca Devins again. It's like, can we please just let the poor girl rest in peace? Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, not about the death of Bianca Devins. Bless her heart, bless her family's heart. It's not that. It's just that the whole thing surrounding that is just, it's ridiculous. The moment, I'm just going to say, all right, this is the only time I'm talking about Gabby Hanna, all right? As far as that situation goes. This is the only time I'm talking about it on a camera, all right? As soon as the family came out with their video last year, there should have been update videos done on what the family said, and the shit should have been dropped. Period. By everyone, including Gabby Hanna. Because if anybody trumps anybody in this situation, is the girl's family. Period. 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 Point blank. Period. As soon as the family brought out that video, there should have been update videos done, and it should have been dropped by everyone, including Gabby Hanna. Period. And some people aren't swallowing their pride and saying, you know what, I fucked up. That's all you gotta say is, you know what, I fucked up. And then you got Gabby Hanna wanting attention from everybody and their fucking mother, and she's bringing it up. It should have been dropped of 2020 last year as soon as that video dropped. It should have been made a follow-up video and then dropped from that point on. And nobody has dropped it, and that's what's pissing me off. Anyway, thank you, Wendy. I'm glad to see you too. I am glad to see you too. Now that I've had my preacher moment, if somebody would like to put up the rules so we can go ahead and get started, I would appreciate it, because the way that Skip wrote that shit down is a lot better than me saying it, because I always forget something. So I know Wendy or Skip's going to have it. Michelle's like, let's go. All right, welcome to Xylee Gets Real Stream. Do not call anyone out of their name. No racial slurs, isms, phobia, or shaming. No outside drama or personal beefs in the chat. Do I have to explain that by now? If you don't like somebody in the chat, take that shit to Twitter. Don't do it in here. And everybody is welcome. There you go. That's the rules. Now, Mr. James Charles. Okay. Mr. James Charles, do we remember the accountability video he put out months ago? Which is now deleted, but I figured out why he deleted it, and I figured out what he's doing too. But, well, the good news is it's deleted. It's re-uploaded, but I'm not going to use that because I don't believe in re-uploading creators' videos. However, your girl covered it when it originally came out, and it's still on her channel. So I have 2 timestamps that I want to show y'all, in which, yeah, he kind of takes back in this next video, or in the video that we're going to review today. And I'm going to show y'all, if y'all remember on Twitter, here, I'm going to pull this stuff up while I'm talking to y'all. Remember I was on Twitter and I said something about, I know how some of you mofos like to spin a narrative. Well, you know what's funny? About 20 minutes after, which I think is coincidental, I'm not saying it's because I said that, but I think it's funny, about 20 minutes after I tweeted that, there was a narrative already starting to get spun. It's almost like I called it. Like, I notice how these people work. It's amazing. So, I'm going to show y'all that. So, first we're going to go over the newest video by James Charles. And then, I'm going to show y'all the narrative that I was talking about. Then, well, that I was predicting. You might as well say predicting. And then, hold on, let me make sure if I got that pulled up. All right. And then I'm going to show you and then there's a couple of laws right after that I'm going to show you for the state of California, where James Charles resides. And then I'm going to show you the 2 timestamps when I went over the original video that he deleted called Taking Accountability. So, you didn't miss anything, King Quinn. So, how you doing? I'm just going to say Cly. Is that okay? Can I just say Cly? Clyomi? Clyomi? I don't know how to say that last name, and I don't want to butcher it. So, I'm just going to call you... No, or is it... Key? Is it Key? How do I say your name? Kiyomi? Kiyomi? What's up, Cats Meow? Call you Kia. Okay, Kia. Is it Kia or Kaya? Does the I sound like an I or an E? Listen, I'm only like, I only want to make sure that I do your name right, because I know how it feels. My real life name and the name y'all know me on here always gets butchered by people. So I just want to make sure I say your name right. I kind of want to say Kaya, to be honest. Is that Dion here? Hello, Dion. We're just getting started. I will say this. I've missed the hell out of all y'all. I really have. Kaya. Okay, cool. Kaya. Okay. Then Kaya it is. Bam. All right, awesome. Yeah, no, I don't like getting people's names wrong. If I can help it. Not saying that I won't make the mistake, but if I can absolutely help it, I won't do it. So, I know how it feels and it sucks. All right, let me pull this video up and then we're going to get started.
Glad to be sitting.
Oh, shut up, James Charles. You will soon find out nothing gets on my nerves more than James Charles. Thank you for the $4.99, and I don't know why my thing didn't go off. All right, do me a favor, mods. If I don't see a super chat, oh, there it goes. Okay, boom. All right. It's probably because I saw it on my other one. And it's a cute kitty. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it, Amber Chick. All right, so hopefully that's going to work on scene 2. Let me make sure this is pulling up. Why are you buffering?
Glad to be sitting here.
All right. We're good. All right, let me get y'all over where I'm at. Now, y'all, this video made me angry. Not gonna lie to you. This video, like, how you gonna make a video called Taking Accountability? And, oh my God. Okay, thank you. How are you gonna make a video taking accountability, and then you're going to delete said video? But let's talk about the video at first, all right? Let's talk about the accountability video before we go into this. The accountability video was so low that you had to buy a volume booster, and just for my chat to hear it, I had to put the volume booster at 600% for anybody to hear it. 2, it was 12:45 at night for him, and he says he was alone, but yet you heard somebody kicking boxes in the background, which I didn't get the first time around, but I heard it I didn't get it the first 2 times I heard it, but I heard it the third time when I saw people talking about it. And he confesses to 2 people in that video. He confesses to 2. It only takes 1 to make me go like this. I'm just saying. I love the way you sing shit all the time. Yeah, I have a problem with singing. I'm not the best singer in the world. All right. So let's get this video started. We're going to put him at 1. Oh my God. It's been a while, y'all. Put this at 1.25. And we are going to hear Mr. James Charles and hear an open conversation, which I can't believe 185,000 people are okay with this. But then again, he deleted the video where he confessed and called them victims. FYI. All right.
Today, I have missed you guys more than you could ever imagine. I hope you're enjoying your summer. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a very happy and beautiful Pride Month. It kind of feels like the world is finally getting back to normal with all the vaccines and stuff. I got both my shots over the past couple of weeks, which has been amazing. And I really feel like there's a lot of beautiful things happening in the world right now. And I'm really looking forward to catching up with you guys today. As you know, over the past couple of months, I have been offline. After I posted my last video, which was holding myself accountable, I felt as though it was really, really important for me to actually hold myself accountable and take a major, major step away and do.
How much of that accountability did you hold, though, when you took down the video?
A lot of work behind the scenes until I was ready to come back. And the last 3.5 months.
A lot of work behind the scenes. What else is he going through right now? A lawsuit. Remember he put it out. Oh God, I want to say he put it out on Instagram and then it went out on Twitter or something like that. He's going through that lawsuit with the ex, like helper or whatever they're called, intern or something. I don't know. But he's going through a lawsuit and he wouldn't pay out. He was going to go through the whole thing. You know, lawsuits are expensive, right? All right.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, have been really weird. I've been doing social media for almost 6 years now, which is wild to think about, but I've really never taken a long break to just be away and work on myself. So this time was definitely different for me, but I also feel as though this has been some of the most important months.
Yes, assistant. Thank you, Chelsea.
In my entire life.
This is on 1.25 speed, by the way, Cooch. It's on 1.25. I'm not going to sit here and listen to him on regular speed. I refuse. I couldn't help a sympathetic pain when he talked about being lonely, but that in no way excuses the gross stuff he does. It probably meant to appeal to one. It's totally meant to appeal. That's why he did the last video the way he did it, and that shit didn't go over very well. So he deleted it, and now he's doing this dumb shit.
Life in terms of personal growth and self-reflection, and I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys a lot about that in today's video. I really want this today to just be a super, super honest, raw, unfiltered, sit-down conversation between myself and anybody else who wants to listen.
It wasn't so honest.
There's a lot that I want to talk about in today's video. I have a lot of positive topics, but I also think it would be ridiculous and irresponsible to try to just come back to social media and pretend like nothing happened and move on with regularly scheduled makeup programming. So I do also have some pretty serious topics to discuss in today's video as well, being what happened a couple of months ago. I want to clarify some things that didn't happen a couple of months ago and everything that happened after I posted my video, but more importantly, talk a lot about the realizations that I've come to behind the scenes, the conversations that I've been having with myself, my friends, my family, peers, business colleagues, and professionals to really come to terms with a lot of different issues that I have been ignoring for quite a while now. And once again, to talk a lot about the growth and hopefully be able to not move on from the situation, because I don't think that that's the appropriate language to use, but hopefully move forward. And I really hope that you guys will choose to join me in this conversation. For today's video, I really want to get ready together for a few different reasons. One being I miss doing makeup so much, and I really want to do a
Nothing like talking about, damn it, I don't have a hair tie in here. There's nothing like talking about really serious subject while you do your makeup. Just saying.
pretty look in today's video. But also two, when I posted my last video, one of the biggest pieces of feedback that I got was that it felt really ingenuine and scripted. And that really sucks, because that video was not scripted, but I am really bad at just sitting down in front of a camera and talking. So by the time that I, got the sentence out that I was imagining in my head after 8 different tries, it almost did become a script. And I think that we can all agree that that last video was definitely not a great one. It was a miss. And that really sucks, because that video was super important. It was obviously really embarrassing to talk about that in front of the entire world, but I really wanted to apologize to the people affected and also hold myself accountable for the role that I did play. And I feel like a lot of the points and a lot of what I was trying to talk about in that video got overshadowed by the tone and the delivery. And I really don't want that to be the case with today's video. I do recognize that a chit chat get ready with me might not feel like the most appropriate format for a serious conversation. I hear you 1,000,000%.
He don't care.
For me, makeup is like my art form, it's my therapy, it helps me calm down and reduce my anxiety. So my goal is to hopefully be able to create a beautiful look by the end of this video, while also having a really serious conversation with you guys that I think is important, so my brain won't be too distracted and running 1,000,000 miles an hour and tripping me up over my words. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to undermine the severity of the topics in any shape or form said. I think we should just go ahead and throughout the video today. And I definitely think the first topic that I want to talk about is just going over, once again, everything that happened a couple of months ago and clarifying a lot of stuff that's happened after I posted my last video and what people have been saying, answering some questions, and talking about the growth and everything that I've been working on for the past couple of months behind the scenes. As you guys know, I posted my Holding Myself Accountable video, and in that video talked about how basically 2 guys had come forward with stories on social media about how I had inappropriate contact with them when they were under the age of 18. Now, when this was all going on, my first reaction was to be super upset, because I did mention in that video that they had lied to me about their age and that I absolutely did not groom them. And my first reaction was to post a no more lie style of video, debunking everything and fighting back and everything. And then I really had to sit down and reflect and look back at myself and my actions and things that had happened. And I really realized that at the end of the day, as the adult and the person with the platform, it was 1,000% my responsibility to be doing my due diligence and checking into the people that I was speaking to, and I failed to do that. And that really sucks. And that's why I uploaded that video, because I felt as though it was really important for me to hold myself accountable, give people an explanation as to what went down, and most importantly, apologize to the people that were actually affected by it.
But yet he still took it down. He looks so bothered that he has to talk about this. He does, absolutely. He does, vamp.
My actions. One of the responses that I saw quite a lot on social media and in the comments of that video was a lot of people I felt like this is just another James Charles scandal that I could easily move on from, like nothing ever happened. And I really feel as though it's important for me to just address right away that that is absolutely not the case in any way, shape, or form, and that could not be further from the truth. First of all, I feel like calling this a scandal in the first place is just not an appropriate word to be using with this situation. There's no denying that I've been in my fair share of scandals online, but using that word with this situation just feels really wrong. And it really feels like it's making light of what actually happened, and I don't want to do that. I definitely have not been taking this lightly. If I thought that this was just some stupid scandal that I can move on from,
then why did you delete the video? If it's so damn serious, then why did you delete? Did I close the curtain? Okay, I did. Why did you delete the video? If it was so important, why did you delete the video? Sir. Oh my God. Ugh.
I would not have uploaded my last video, and I would be posting on social media like nothing ever happened. But this has been the worst but most important wake-up call of my entire life for a lot of different reasons, and this is by far the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to me. I mean, if you guys have been following for a while now,
if you want to get technical, 2019 should have been his wake-up call. He has been, and I can prove this by a Keemstar tweet, he has been told before his last video, he had been told by multiple people that he needed to do background checks and check the people out he was talking to before he went further in the goddamn conversations. By multiple people. Keemstar was one of them. And I 100% agree with what Keemstar said on Twitter, which I'll show y'all that too. But, sir! Sir!
You all know what happened in 2019. I'm definitely not going to get into that, but when that all happened, I was accused of something that I did not do, and I was able to prove it all wrong, but I did recognize that I needed to make changes, and I uploaded a video making a lot of promises to my audience and to the public that I was going to work on myself behind the scenes, and I did. I spent 2 years, changing my behavior, changing the way that I went about dating and flirting.
He spent 2 years changing his behavior, but then he had to turn around and make another fucking video where he says, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna make myself better, and I'm gonna... So which is it? You spent 2 years doing it, or did you spend the last 2-3 months doing it? Fuck out of here.
With guys, I worked on rebuilding my brand and my social media presence, and now, 2 years later, that this is happening again, even though the situations are not connected, even though it's a different thing, it really looks as though I have made no progress. I haven't listened, I haven't learned, and that sucks so much. I really feel like I let down myself. I feel like I let down my team, my friends, my followers, everybody who's been by my side supporting me and even defending me over the past 2 years from everything that went down beforehand. I now feel as though I have made to look stupid, and that is quite literally the most crushing, embarrassing feeling in the entire world. And I said it in my last video, but I will say it again to everybody close to me, to all my friends, my family, my fans. I am so sorry for disappointing you guys and letting you down once again. You know, as scary as it is to think about, I've also come to terms with the fact that this isn't just something that I can move on from. I am aware that, you know, no matter what I say in this video or 10 videos down the line or a year's worth of videos down the line, these stories and accusations are going to follow me for the rest of my life and the rest of my career, and that sucks so much. It's not even funny, and it's so horrifying.
Are you talking about the 2 people that you called victims of yourself? That's because that's what you said in your last video. Oh, but we're going to keep going because we're going to hear him say something in particular.
And embarrassing, but at the end of the day, it's my own fault and my own responsibility to, you know, take accountability for what I did. I want to be held accountable for what I did do, and all I can hope is that whether it be, you know, weeks, months, years down the line, I'm able to showcase my growth in the person that I really, really am. Now, like I said, obviously I have absolutely no problem holding myself accountable for things that I did do, but I also do think as creators, or not even really creators, as human beings, we should also be able to defend ourselves on things that we didn't do. Now, when I posted my last video, holding myself accountable, I mentioned that I was going to be taking a break from social media for a while and wouldn't be responding to anything. And quite a lot of people took advantage of my time away and really ran wild with all sorts of stories and...
Okay, so this is the part where he's going in about Deaf Noodles. All right? Now, did Deaf Noodles post some stories that ended up not being true about James Charles? Yes, he did. And he took them down. I can understand the point of him being pissed off about that. All right. But you know why James Charles is coming back now? Matter of fact, Keemstar even said it in the same Twitter video that I'm going to show y'all. He's taking advantage of what's going on right now. I guarantee it. He's taking advantage of what's going on right now. If you don't think larger creators all over YouTube, especially beauty creators, don't see what's going on right now with the commentary community versus the T-drama channels, remember, T-drama channels cover him. Now would be the perfect opportunity to come out, because maybe those commentators who are making those T channels bend a little bit, maybe they'll have my back too, because they hate Deaf Noodles. I'm telling you now, that's why he chose now to come out and to come back. I honestly believe it in my heart. He has decided to come back because he knows what's going on. He knows the commentary community hates Deaf Noodles among all else. And they're already defending Gabby Hanna. They're already going against the T channels over Gabby Hanna, and he sees how they're all fired up to get T channels. Well, it was T channels talking about James Charles. That's why he's back. So now he's taking the opportunity to get one in on Deaf Noodles to rile up the commentary community. And you know what? James Charles is fucking smart, because that's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it did. They thought it was funny as shit that James Charles was calling out Deaf Noodles. So that's going to get them riled up. But Keemstar came out afterwards. Like I said, I'll show you.
Videos and allegations that made this situation a lot worse. I do want to take some time in this video today to just shed some light and further information on some stories, you know, that either did or did not happen and that I saw being spread on social media while I was gone, because I think it's really important that you guys have the full picture of what actually went down. There was basically one drama channel on Twitter that started a thread and started compiling a list of anybody that said literally anything about me on social media.
And that's Deaf Noodles. He's talking about Deaf Noodles right now.
And after what felt like weeks of somebody new coming forward every single day, it eventually became the 20 victims of James Charles. I'm not going to go through this list one by one because I know that nobody wants to sit here for an hour listening to me talk about this, but I do feel like I have
Skip.
to say
Hook,
something
line,
because
and
I'm
sinker.
just not comfortable with this video or really any video moving forward allowing anybody, let alone my followers, to think that there are any victims of James Charles, let alone 20 victims of James.
Okay, let's go back on that. What did he say?
Video moving forward allowing anybody, let alone my followers, to think that there are any victims of
Moving forward, to let anyone, especially my followers, to let them know there were any victims. So is that why you deleted your video? Because towards the end, you called them victims. The two that you confessed to, you apologized to the victims. The victims of who? The victims of yourself. Is that why you deleted that video? You think just because Deaf Noodles got, I don't know how many he got wrong. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember the number. So let's just say a couple. All right. I'm just going to say a couple because I don't know the exact number. But you think just because Deaf Noodles got a couple of wrong, you didn't confess to two and call them victims in your original video? Because I covered it. I found timestamps on my video where I covered it that you called them victims and you apologized to the victims. Is that why you took that shit down and you said what you said? Come on now. Come on now.
James Charles, let alone 20 victims of James Charles, because that is completely, unequivocally not true. Now, when I say that literally anything and everything was being added to this list, I really do mean anything and everything. There were a few different influencers from TikTok that slid into my DMs, or I slid into their DMs and had a 5-minute conversation with them until asking their age or sexuality and then completely stopped responding. There were guys that I matched with on Tinder last year and they had their ages set to 18 or 19, so I talked to them and flirted with them for a while because that's the whole point of an adult dating app, until I realized that they were lying, so I blocked them and nothing further happened. One of my own friends is on that list simply because we filmed a TikTok together when he was 18 and the drama channel that was posting this just decided that I groomed him. There's a guy from my high school on that list because he made a video about me, and as annoying as it was, at least in his video, he fully said that it was completely consensual, that we were both grown adults, and that he was only posting it for clout. I can at least appreciate the honesty, but the problem is when it was reported on Twitter, it was a fan comes forward about James Charles forcing him to do blah, 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 blah. Which is just so far from what was even said by the person that actually made the video in the first place. But the worst part about all of this is that on top of all of those situations, there were countless videos posted that were completely fake. I'm not talking about somebody unsent a message or somebody took something out of context. I'm talking about conversations that fully never happened, that were edited from beginning to end.
And that could be true. That could be true. Again, James Charles, in your deleted video, you confessed to two. And you called them victims in your now deleted video. Sir.
Now, to be fair, there were several other drama channels and even news outlets and reporters that were calling out this person for knowingly posting fake stories and information time and time again. And I'm really...
Now he's showing y'all why he's doing this. Because now he really appreciates them and hoping they have his back now because of how much they hate Deaf Noodles.
Really appreciative of that. But the problem is we are such a headline-driven society that people don't see that information being corrected or, being taken down. All they see is that initial headline, which literally said the 20 victims of James Charles, and that's the information that sticks with them. When more and more things were being added to this list, the one response that I saw over and over again was that there's a pattern here. James keeps saying that he's the victim. He keeps saying that these people are lying to him or taking advantage of him. All these people can't be working together, and where there's smoke, there's fire, so obviously something is going on. And I 1,000,000% understand exactly why people are saying that, because...
Yeah, because quite honestly, the two that you confessed to, it makes me wonder how many more there are. And again, I agree with Keemstar, and we're going to see what Keemstar said. I 100% agree with Keemstar because you only have two options.
If I was on the outside, I'd be saying the same exact thing. It looks so suspicious. I kept thinking, why does this keep happening to me? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I just find somebody who likes me for me? But I finally realized, and like I talked about in my last video, I was allowing myself to be so easily accessible to literally anybody who wanted to give me attention and have a conversation for 5 minutes because I was so
Remember in his last video, he's just desperate, y'all. Don't worry. He was desperate. Remember that last video? Oh, he was desperate. Don't worry, y'all. He was just desperate. It's all right. He was just desperate. That's all.
Delusional in thinking that the conversation can't hurt. Maybe it'll actually lead to me finding, the one. When in reality, of course, statistically, that does make sense. If you talk to more people, it, I guess, increases your chances of being able to find a potential partner, but at the same time, I wasn't realizing that that also increases my chances of finding somebody not great that doesn't want to talk to me for the right reasons and that might lie or take advantage of me. And that is nobody's fault other than my own. That being said though, there is a second pattern that's happening here that I really do feel like a lot of people aren't seeing, and I feel as though it's important for me to point out. And that pattern is that if you make a video about me, your experience dating or talking to me, whatever it may be, whether it's completely real or completely fake, it will go viral on social media.
That is a lie. Okay, it may go viral on TikTok. It may go viral on Twitter. It don't go viral on YouTube unless you're already a big creator, because YouTube suppresses yours and H3H3's name. They suppress it. My lowest viewed video is either a video on you or you were a part of it.
Now, I am not saying that to boost my own ego and beat my chest and act like I am so important
At the time that I made it.
and so famous. It really is just the reality of the situation.
Hey, Anna.
If you look at the people's profiles who have posted this content, all of their videos have 1,000 views, 2,000 views, maybe 10,000, but then all of a sudden, my experience with James Charles, whether it be completely real or completely fake, has 6 million views. And at this point, it's literally become a trend to post screenshots of conversations, not just with me, but with everybody. And at this point, dare I even say, like a meme to post your experience talking to James Charles. Now, once again, I recognize that this is my own fault. I wish more than anything I could go back in time and stop myself from making all those jokes about straight guys years ago and talking about dating and how I was single and how I wanted a boyfriend so badly. Like, I wish more than anything that I kept that private. And fortunately, at this point, there's nothing that I can do about that other than just be better moving forward. But at the same time,
He's so damn exhausting. Do you notice he says the same shit over and over again? I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. With every apology video or receipts video or anything else, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do. When are you going to do better? Because every time you say you're going to do better, you turn around and delete that video. Being that video is still not, being that you have, okay, listen, James Charles, I'm just going to let you know, you suck at poker. You absolutely 100% suck at poker, because you are 100% showing your hand in this video. You are showing that you don't want people to hear what you said in your last video. You are showing the reason why you chose this time right now to come back. And you're showing, quite honestly, you don't give a fuck and you haven't learned anything. You are showing your hand. You should not be playing poker. No wonder you sucked at Among Us. I'm just saying.
I'm still a human being that deserves privacy and respect like everybody else. You know, it's one thing to have a super innocent and casual 5-minute conversation with somebody on Instagram DMs or a dating app, and then to scroll on your For You page an hour later and see every single message that was sent. It already feels really, really violating and dehumanizing, but at the same time, once again, it's my own fault, and that's just what happens with having a platform. But now we've gotten to a point where people are completely...
Okay, so how many people have a platform? They have a shitload of followers, and yet for some reason, they're not getting outed for talking to kids. It's amazing how a bigger percentage of them can get away with it, and you not get away with it, because that sounds horrible. It's not normal, James Charles. My point is as much money as he has and as much resources as he has, and he has a fucking team of people. Wasn't one of those kids, their age was like on like an About Me page under the same platform he was talking to them under? I don't know when he'll stop. I think Preds can't stop their see, I don't. It's one or two things, just like Keemstar said. It's one or two things. And I don't know. To me, being that the resources James Charles has and the knowledge he has of social media and the knowledge that his team has of social media and the money that there is no excuse for this shit, especially when he was told time and time and time and time and time again, chill the fuck out and stop doing this. All right.
completely faking conversations from beginning to end that contain incriminating content, and they're going really, really viral, and nobody thinks twice about them or knows what to believe. And that's what's so horrifying about this trend, and it has to stop. And when speaking of this, I think it's really important for me to clarify as well that in no way, shape, or form am I trying to invalidate victims or victim blame or victimize myself either. When I posted my last video, I recognized that although I was not guilty of what I was being accused of, I was not innocent in general and did need to make a lot of changes and apologize moving forward.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Trend, and it has to stop. And when speaking of this, I think it's really important for me to clarify as well that in no way, shape, or form am I trying to invalidate victims or victim blame or victimize myself either.
You just went on a whole rant about a certain drama channel, which, by the way, the commentary community doesn't like. You know, the bullies of the internet, the bullies of YouTube, supposedly. I'm not saying that. Okay, air quotes. Don't clip it. And you're trying not to but yet you chose this time to come out when you know they can't stand him. You know they're fighting T channels, the same channels who talk about you quite a bit. And you chose this time, this moment in fucking time to come out. Coincidence? I think not. I don't think it's coincidence. I don't think it's coincidence at all. But I think, James Charles, I don't think you're going to find the protection that you're looking for. I really, really don't. I really don't. I don't think it's going to happen for James Charles like it has for Miss Gabby Hanna. I don't think it is.
When I posted my last video, I recognized that although I was not guilty of what I was being accused of, I was not innocent in general and didn't.
Sir, by you admitting to those two guys, you admitted to being guilty of what you did with those two dudes, kids. Now, granted, you might not have known their age, but you were still guilty of what you did with those two dudes. You even called them victims, even though in this one you're talking about there weren't no victims. Well, my dear, you called them victims at the end of your video. We're going to watch that later.
To make a lot of changes and apologize moving forward. So I'm not trying to validate any of those people, but at the same time, you can't be a victim of something that did not happen. And with all these people making completely fake conversations and screenshots and posting videos of a 5-minute conversation just to get attention.
Okay, I will say this. Now, anybody, and now I will 100% say this. Anybody who faked those DMs between him and James Charles, they're pieces of crap for doing that. You don't fake shit like this. You should not fake allegations like this whatsoever. Period, point blank. I am not for the people who fake the shit with James Charles. I am not for them. Nobody should be. Nobody should be wrongfully accused. I just want to know about the two that you confessed to, and if there's more.
Attention and clout and likes and go viral on social media to add to this crazy narrative. All it does is discredit and disrespect the people that were actually affected in the first place, and it waters down the severity of the issue and the situation going on, but it also discourages people from being able to come forward in the future, because when it's so easy to Photoshop and edit these conversations from beginning to end, nobody's going to know what to believe, and that is a really, really dangerous situation.
Okay, so nobody will come out in the future because nobody will know what to believe, and it's a very dangerous situation. Does that kind of make you think, is that the reason why he never came out with the receipts to prove himself? Because he keeps talking about he had the receipts to prove himself. Well, how come you never showed him, James Charles? And no more lies. You showed him. You were real quick to show him then. How come you won't show him now? Or do your receipts make you look guilty too? Is that why you won't show them? So you're going to play it off like you have receipts that can clear you, but in reality, they don't clear you. Because I can tell you now, if I was being accused of something like that, and I had receipts to clear my name, I'm going to clear my fucking name. Just saying. I'm gonna clear my name. Oh.
The last thing that I kind of want to talk about is that I know when I upload this video, there's going to be a lot of people that say, okay, cool, James, you said this before, so where's your receipts and your screenshots to back it up? And that's totally valid, but I'm going to let you guys know right now that I'm not going to be including any in today's video. And I could sit here and say that that is because I'm trying to be the bigger person and grow and not get involved in tea or drama anymore.
No, don't even start that sentence. Sir, no, sir. No. So the reason why you're not coming out with the receipts because you don't want to be in tea and drama no more. But you got the receipts though, right?
More, and that would be true, but the real reason why I'm not including screenshots in today's video is because I don't have them. I know that I kind of became like known for that after No More Lies, but that was such a different situation where I had months.
But you had them 2 or 3 months ago. Wait, well, how did... Oh my God. Stop. Okay, there we go.
And months worth of texts and DMs that I could super easily pull together a timeline and prove my innocence. Whereas in these situations, for the ones that were real at least, these interactions lasted for 5 minutes.
Okay, wait.
An hour, a few days at maximum.
Okay, so these interactions, now, the ones that he confessed to 2, right? So which ones were the 2? Were they the 5 minutes, the hour, or a few days? Because those are 3. That's 3. So which one is the 2 you confessed to? Oh yeah, let me cut this CC off. CC gonna drive me nuts. What are the 2 you confessed to? Was it the 5 minutes, the hour, or a few days? Which are the 2 that you've confessed to? And even in this video, you said that you could pull out receipts, but now all of a sudden you can't pull out receipts. James Charles. Dude, don't ever play poker. Because you're going to lose every damn time. Because they're going to see all over your face what you got. You suck.
And I just wasn't sitting there taking photos of everything that was being said. You know, I do have some receipts that I definitely think would help, but I'm also going to be honest and say that there's several situations that I don't have any sort of receipts for, especially not the conversations that were completely fake, and I really don't want to leave anything on.
Several situations. Again, he confessed to 2. A 2 is a couple. Several denotes more than 2. Now, I'm not saying any of the ones that came out, besides the 2 he confessed to, were the ones that he's talking about. All I'm asking is there more than the 2 you confessed to and that you called victims?
On the table. You know, no matter what sort of receipts or screenshots or proof that I include or share online, there's always going to be a group of people that refuse to believe it because the narrative and the drama and the tea is simply more fun and more entertaining. And that really, really sucks. But, you know, I know the person that I am. I know what I've done. I know what I have not done. And I know what I need to.
Okay, James Charles, I can promise you this, okay? There's a reason why I left the small drama beauty or beauty drama community, okay? Because I give 2 shits about beauty drama. If I had it my way, I would not be making this fucking video on you. It's not fun. This is not something like, yay, James Charles fucked up again. No. If I could go without talking about any beauty influencer at all or cosmetic brand, I would be happy because I am not a drama tea channel. Sir, I am commentary, and it pisses me off that I have to talk about you. And it's almost getting to the point where I'm going to put you on the same list as Gabby Hanna and Trisha Paytas.
Work on, and all I can hope is that there will always be people out there who are willing to let other human beings learn and grow from their mistakes, and I just really look forward to hopefully showing that in the future. You know, speaking of learning and growing, the last thing that I just want to briefly discuss before we move on to a more lighthearted subject is I would love to just take a few minutes of your guys' time and talk a little bit about the progress that I made and the conclusions that I have come to over the past couple of months, because I promised that I would do that in my last video, and I feel like I owe it to you guys. Whenever anybody apologizes, personally, I always think it's really important to not only apologize, but also to be able to explain that you understand how what you did was wrong and why it affected somebody and how you're not going to do it again in the future. So when I uploaded my last video, I talked a lot about how I was desperate and coming to terms with that.
You sure did. And basically, you blamed it all on desperation.
And looking back now, that was not the right word to use. It became quite a meme and a trend online, and I totally understand why. That was not supposed to be an excuse for anything that happened at all. I was simply trying to explain to you guys that I finally understood why I kept getting into this position over and over and over again, and how it was my own fault and nobody else's. I really was convinced that I was able to live this like Hannah Montana double life fantasy where I could be James Charles, the internet persona.
Then you know what? You're an idiot. And I cannot believe you're bringing in Hannah Montana into this. You know what? I'm going to change this title. It's going to be called Accountability, Deleted Video, Hannah Montana Excuse. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so what is this? It's going to change to Hannah Montana Excuse. I'm changing the title. Just know I'm changing the title. Dude, Hannah... You know what? Pumpkin spice season might come back earlier because I feel like putting on my little fake Uggs and get my pumpkin spice and say I cannot even. I'm just saying. I cannot even with James Charles. Oh my God. I cannot even.
Beauty guru during the day, but then later on I could wipe my makeup off, get in normal clothes, and talk to people on Instagram DMs or on a dating app, or even hang out with somebody and have them see me as James Dickinson. And looking back now, I am so angry with myself that I was ever this delusional to think that it was possible. It's a lovely thought and a lovely idea, but the reality is they're the same person. And until I gave somebody the opportunity and the time to get to know me and my heart and my soul, they were always going to see me as James Charles because that's what I put out there on my platform to millions and millions of people, and I just wasn't understanding this, but now I finally do. In my last video, I mentioned that moving forward, I was going to be asking every single person that I spoke to for IDs to make sure that this...
He was trying to be Hannah Montana, y'all. He was trying to be Hannah motherfucking Montana. Damn. They messed up his Hannah Montana realness. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot even. I cannot. I refuse. They fucked with his Hannah Montana realness is what they did.
Never ever happened again. And that's already something that I've been doing and has been working out great. But it's now clear to me more than ever that I need to be doing so much more to protect myself and my brand and my privacy and safety, most importantly, as well.
They've been telling you this shit since 2019 and you're just now coming to that fucking conclusion? Are you serious?
And these are all things that I've learned from making mistakes. Everything that I've learned about dating in terms of protecting myself and red flags to look out for has been through experiencing something and not wanting that to happen again. I got called out for flirting with straight guys, so I stopped allowing myself to be a science experiment. I've been on dates before where guys have tried to take pictures of me on the DL, so it's now gotten to a point where a lot of times when somebody comes over, I'll ask them to leave their phone at the front door. I've even been in situations where I had a guy over and I asked him to leave because he made me uncomfortable and he hit me, which was horrifying, but I learned from that and I now never have anybody over without my roommates being home. God forbid anything happens. Now, I'm not bringing any of that up to ask for sympathy or act like woe is me. Once again, I recognize that
I don't want any sympathy. They just fucked up my Hannah Montana realness, okay? I don't want no sympathy though. But I had a certain drama channel spread lies about me, which was some of them were wrong. I get people saying that about him, all right? But he did delete them, whatever, all right? I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me, but I'm going to pick this particular time during all this YouTube drama. Pick to come back, and this one drama channel was getting on me. And there were no victims. Except for I said it in my last video, in which Xylee is going to show everybody. I don't want you to think I'm trying to be a victim, but they fucked up my Hannah Montana realness. But I'm not a victim. Miley Cyrus would eat him alive. I'm just saying.
These type of things can happen when you have a platform. It's up to me to protect myself and make sure that I am not allowing myself to be so easily accessible to let those people in the first place. But I'm simply bringing it up to say that it's really complicated. And these are all things that I've learned over time. And I'm still learning and will forever be learning to be the best.
But you didn't learn when all those fucking people were telling you that? I mean, like, it wasn't just like one person telling you. Everybody around you was telling you. Oh my God.
Version of myself or the best potential boyfriend in the future. Speaking of the future, I really don't know what that is going to look like. Like I mentioned, I am going to be so much more careful moving forward with every single person that I talk to or interact with, but that doesn't mean that I still don't want to find my right person just like everybody else. I just don't exactly know how to go about that yet, but I'm going to figure it out as I go. You know, one of the really interesting things to me was when this was all happening.
All right, I'm going to say the same thing that I said in the last video. Dude, you got millions of dollars. You could rent a dude for the night. Okay? Let's be honest. You could rent somebody. You can rent yourself a boyfriend. Until you find one that you like, rent yourself a boyfriend. You got the money to do that. Why not? All these other YouTubers turn around and rent themselves whoever. You can rent yourself a boyfriend. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You got the money. Rent a hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. He got the money. He can actually go to one of those millionaire matchmaking people. You got money for that? Do that. You have resources that people do not have. Now, am I saying you're going to find the one by doing that? You never know. You never know. But I mean, dude, I'm still tripping over the Hannah Montana realness, y'all. I'm sorry.
A lot of people were saying like, he shouldn't be DMing people. He needs to be on this app, or he shouldn't be on this app. He needs to do this. He needs to do this. I've been on Tinder and Hinge, but I've had people either lie or take screenshots, and my account is currently banned on both of those apps for catfishing as myself. I had a Raya account, which is like the celebrity dating app, but even conversations from there got leaked a couple of weeks ago, and they declined my request to reach.
Where were these leaks at? Does anybody know where those leaks are at? I didn't hear about those leaks. I don't know, maybe I was off the radar.
Join. There have been so many people too saying he just needs to give up and date a celebrity. You guys, trust me when I say I would literally love nothing more. Oh my God, if that option were on the table, trust me, it would have been taken a long time ago. The idea of dating somebody that's in LA, that has a busy but flexible schedule, that understands my life, that has money so that I don't have to pay for everything, that I can film videos with or walk red carpets with, like, hello, that is literally a dream come true. Oh my God. The problem is the list of 20 to 25-year-old queer men that are also in the public eye with a large following is just really, really small. And I'm friends with almost everybody that is on that list. So it's really just not an option. You know, I don't know who my perfect person is going to be or how I'm going to go about meeting them. I do know that I'm going to be way more careful and way more patient moving forward, but I still want to be able to talk to new people, meet new people, and have experiences just like every human being does.
Let him live his Hannah Montana life.
And find love like every human being deserves. And of course, when that happens one day, I would love, love, love to share that with you guys. But until that happens, unfortunately, no matter how careful I am, I'm most likely still gonna run into people that will always value likes or making a video over somebody's privacy and feelings. And that sucks. All I can do is just learn from that situation and figure out how to better protect myself and be more careful moving forward. And that, I promise, is exactly what I'm gonna be doing.
He's got one more time, say more careful moving forward, and I swear to God, I'm going through this screen.
I know that this has been a really, really long conversation and portion of the video, so if you made it all the way through to this point, I just want to say thank you for listening and hearing everything that I had to say. It really does mean a lot. Like I said, it would be really stupid to try to come back to social media and pretend like nothing ever happened, so as embarrassing as this was, I really felt as though it was important and I owed it to you guys to just sit down and have a conversation about everything. I hope I was able to answer.
That's what we're doing now, and pretty much the consensus of me and 171 people is you're full of shit, and the whole Hannah Montana defense mechanism is not working.
Some questions, clear up some stuff that didn't happen, but most importantly, once again, be able to hold myself accountable for what did and explain to you guys that I understand why I put myself into this situation, why it's wrong, and how I'm working a lot on myself and making a lot of changes to make sure that this never ever happens again in the future.
Thank you, Skip. She goes, no, the problem is he's attracted to men who look so young he has to check their IDs for his safety. What the fuck?
And I really, really hope to be able to show that to you guys if you choose to stick around for that journey. All that being said.
Okay, I don't care about the birthday or anything else. All right, be right back. I'm gonna go live my greatest Hannah Montana life real quick and go get me a drink. I'll be right back. Because I'm Hannah Montana. I cannot believe this. Dude said Hannah Montana. I am done with it today. Edna, are you living your best Hannah Montana life, baby? y'all. Edna is living her best Hannah Montana life. She's like, fuck James Charles. I'm living my best Hannah Montana life. Ain't that right, baby? Ain't that right? Let everybody know. Let everybody know. It's Edna, y'all. Oh, okay. Calm down, Hannah Montana. Go ahead. All right. She thinks she's pretty. That's her problem. Edna thinks she's pretty. Oh, excuse me. Edna knows she's pretty. That's her damn problem, though. She knows she's pretty. She's a little stuck up. Edna brat. All right, so we just got finished watching the video, right? So, remember when I tweeted this out? I said, I'm telling you mofos now, if you let your hate for deaf noodles to cause you to give a pass to James Charles, you are absolutely a piece of shit. Remember, multiple things can be right at the same time. However, I know how some of you mofos like to spin a fucking narrative. ... Just saying. Remember how I tweeted that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the narrative. All right, about 20 minutes after, and believe me, I think it's coincidental. I don't think it's because I tweeted out. 20 minutes later, about 20 minutes later, Tipster tweets out, James Charles is a pedophile. It's been proven. Me? Oh yeah? You got proof of him knowing those guys' ages before flirting with them? Them crickets. That's got 89 likes. The second one has 61. The third one's got 52. So more people read this part here, right? He goes on to say, to clarify, I think James using social media is a way to meet potential dates is a bad idea and stupid on his part. I agree. But anyone saying he's a confirmed pedophile, even though he admitted to two and called them victims in his last video, either isn't paying attention to the actual evidence or is just being blatantly dishonest to appeal to the hate mob. Then he continues to say, what James did was insanely stupid and is worthy of valid criticism. But based on the evidence we have now, he is not a confirmed pedophile. Okay, so there's one narrative that I predicted, that I knew was going to happen. All right. Oh, a second narrative. Augie RC tweets out, incriminates himself of what? Well, he confessed to two people, and he calls them victims in his video. Talking to people on social media, guilty as charged, I guess. Show me the clip where he says, I, James Charles, knowingly hit up children for sex. Remember those narratives? I predicted these narratives. These narratives came after I tweeted my tweet. Yes, Adrian, there is no smoking gun, which, by the way, a smoking gun does not mean direct evidence. A smoking gun, and AWOL will tell you because she went the fuck off when she heard that. Believe me, AWOL will tell you. Smoking gun means circumstantial evidence. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Isn't that right, AWOL? I know you listen. All right. Now, let's talk about some laws, shall we? And I'm going to put this link down below where you can look this stuff up. Certain child pornography crimes, it is important to understand that you can be convicted of contacting a minor with intent to commit a felony, even if you never actually do anything illegal with the minor. This is because Penal Code 288.3 PC is a form of attempted crime in California criminal law under which you can be published for merely taking steps towards the commission of a crime. Oh, let's keep going. Penal Code 288.2 PC prohibits sending explicit or obscene matter to a minor under the age of 18 with intent of sexually arousing the sender and or recipient and seducing the recipient. Penal Code 288.3 PC says it's a crime for a person to contact a minor with the intent of commit a felony. A felony where means is a serious felony or a California sex crime. Penal Code 647.6 PC criminalizes the act of annoying a minor under the age of 18. Annoy refers to contact that is motivated by a sexual interest in a child and which is likely to disturb, irritate, or be observed by a child. And child being what? Annoying a minor under the age of 18. Those are California laws. Just saying. Now, my friend who gave me this also came across this, and this is for Kansas. In short, can I get charged if I didn't know? In short, the answer is yes. If you are involved in sexual conduct with a minor, even if you didn't know they were a minor, you could face criminal charges. A Kansas governmental-run juvenile crimes website states, all that matters for you to be found guilty is how old they were at the time of the offense, not how old you thought they were or how old they told you they were, but how old they actually were. So how about them narratives now? It's still illegal. It doesn't fucking matter. And listen, and y'all can, okay, you want to throw away this Kansas one? That's fine. These are facts, fuck your feelings. What he did was still a crime. He still could get charged for him. Isn't that what we're all about? Facts, fuck your feelings? Well, here's fact, fuck your feelings. Even if you never actually do anything illegal with the minor. Amazing how that works, right? I told y'all there was going to be a narrative try to be spun. However, I think that got shut down. All right, let me pull this up. BRB, guys. BR-effing-B. Give me a second. Hello. Okay. Let that render for a little bit. I'm going to pull y'all where I'm at in just a second. Let me just pull this stuff up. All right, what are we saying right now until we get there? Welcome to the land of fame and excess. Am I going to fit in? Insert musical notes, right? Maybe stop flirting with guys who look 16 and this wouldn't happen, James. Yeah. Demon, that's what Tipster isn't getting through his head. Doesn't matter what the minor says. Doesn't matter if they lied or not. You know what? I'm not going to say it. Beauty Demon, I was going to say something else about that, but you're right. You're right. There's more to that though, but you're right. We got to go what the crowd says. You know what I mean? That's what we got to do. Captain, it's gross, but all this would be legal in Alabama. Well, good thing they're not in Alabama then. I'm just saying. Soliciting photos from a minor sending pics to his ass to minors is stupid and worthy criticism. That's the hill they're picking? Exactly. Okay, so we're going to go see what Keemstar had to say. And then I have 2 timestamps from my last live on the last video James Charles did. We're going to go to those 2 timestamps. It's the timestamp where he's confessing to 2 of them, and then the timestamp where he calls them victims. So, oh, I do just fine, Queen. I do just fine. Them boys don't scare me. And they know it. Yes, Keemstar is actually the voice of reason. I know, weird, right? I'm sorry, I have to bring that news to you. But yes, Keemstar is the voice of reason. All right. Here we go.
Dear James Charles, I can't sugarcoat it. Fuck you. Like, seriously, fuck you.
Yep.
Like, you know, this new video that you upload on your return, you know, it's mostly about these people got stories wrong about me. Okay, that's fine, right? But what about the stuff you did do? By the way,
Boom!
me and the commentary community will go after these T channels for putting out false stories.
You see that? We'll go after these T channels. See what I'm saying? That's why he came back in the time that he did, because he's banking on they will protect him. He's banking on it. That's why he talked about Deaf Noodles, because he knows how the commentary community and Keemstar can't stand T channels and Deaf Noodles. The T channels don't shut the fuck up about James Charles. He did this at this particular time on purpose, because he knows eventually the Gabby Hanna shit is going to stop. So he's going to go ahead and jump in while it's hot. I'm telling you, this is the reason why James Charles came back when he did. He saw an opportunity. I'm going to continue.
Stories for you. That's no problem, all right? But there's real stuff that you did. And listen, you when you're in these videos and you're saying, I now understand what I did was, what are you talking about, okay? The first time this happened to you, I spoke to you directly. We were on good terms. And I said, James, you need to know the age. Dude, it's not just me that said this. Multiple of your other friends told you, you need to know the age of the people that you're talking to. You were told this so many times, but you don't listen to anyone.
Yep.
So when you say, I now know and I now learn, bullshit. No. Everybody in your freaking life, just everybody told you that you needed to fucking do research. You need to stop this shit. You need to stop talking to so many random people without knowing their age. All right. You didn't listen to anyone. You still think you're the smartest person. You really believe it, that you're smarter than everyone else. No, you're fucking stupid. You're so dumb. All right. Or you actively are doing this on purpose. Pick one. Are you an idiot, or are you super smart and are actually targeting kids? Pick.
So which one is it, James Charles? Are you an idiot? Or are you doing it on purpose? And honestly, I agree with Keemstar. You have to pick one or the other. It's either you're an idiot and you never listen to anyone, and you didn't take the precautions, and your team didn't take the precautions, or you're doing it on purpose. Which one is it? Because you can't get out of this unscathed. I'm sorry. You cannot get out of this unscathed. Which is it? Just saying. It doesn't matter why Keemstar doesn't like. A lot of people don't like Deaf Noodles. The point being is, James Charles came back because he knew this was the right time. Because of the hatred that Keemstar has shown towards the T channels over Gabby Hanna, and that he has shown towards Deaf Noodles, that the commentary channels have picked it up and targeted them. This was the perfect time for James Charles to come back.
Pick one. I would assume that you're going to choose idiot.
Yep.
All right. So with that being said, why am I blocked? All right. Because I clowned on you for fucking up after I told you, stop this or you're going to fuck up again. Why is everybody, your whole friend circle, that told you not to do this, that abandoned you after you didn't listen to them, why are they all blocked? Why are they all cut out of your fucking life? Because you're...
Oh, so he cut off everybody that told him not to keep doing what he was doing. Oh.
You're not really taking accountability.
Boom.
You're not blaming you.
Boom.
You're blaming everyone else.
Keemstar said it at the very end. You're not taking accountability. You're not blaming yourself. You're blaming everyone else. And he's 100% correct. All right. Timestamp 32.
We talk. In case anybody isn't aware of what's going on, within the past couple of
All right, there was one jump cut.
weeks, 2 different people, both under the age of 18, have recently come forward saying that
So he's only talking about 2. This is where he confesses about the 2. How many have there been in 6 months? How many has there been? There's been more than 2 in 6 months. Hell, there was a couple that came out today, I think. All right, hold on. I barely hear him talking.
social media, one of them being from last year and one of them being from more recent. In both of these cases, I added these people on Snapchat, asked how old they were right away, was told that they were 18, believed them, engaged in a flirty conversation, and then later on found out that they were actually 16. Upon finding out, I was immediately embarrassed and blocked both people. Later on, when I saw them making videos about it and those videos going viral, my immediate reaction, completely honestly, was to be really, really upset. I wanted to get on camera and film another No More Lies video where I gather all my receipts and all my screenshots and try to tell my side of the story and then just move on from the situation. And now, looking back, that was so stupid because as I did more research on these topics and self-reflected, I realized that the receipts and the screenshots and the specific details of the interaction really don't matter because I fucked up.
So in the first video, those receipts didn't matter. In the second video, I just don't have them. Sir. Oh, am I in top chat? Okay, first of all, you do know that's not the chat that is actually in our live. This chat right here is from the original live. By the way. Sue. This chat is not right now. Yeah, I was in top chat back then, apparently. All right, so let's hide that because that's not the point of me showing this. All right, so hold on. Do I have to keep going with that? All right, here we go.
And I needed to
Okay. Oh wait, hold
to the
on.
people that were affected by it.
Sorry, I thought I hit the pause button.
Because as I did more research on these topics and self-reflected, I realized that the receipts and the screenshots and the specific details of the interaction really don't matter because I fucked up.
Okay, that part is true, but to you about this too at the beginning. Yeah. Oh.
These conversations should have never happened, point blank period. There's no excuse for it, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and I take full responsibility for that. I trust...
Now, what's funny in the drama alert video
God,
that Keemstar
Xylee,
took him
shut
less
up.
to find out. And they're showing a receipt. I talk too damn much. Needs to grow. I don't know, somebody there or the receipt doesn't have.
Damn, bitch,
But whether he
shut
knew or
up.
not, he's lied or not, you serious from him. He found many times.
Jesus Christ.
I will.
In both of these situations, doing research into these people's public social media profiles would have revealed their true ages, and therefore these conversations would have never happened in the first place, but I didn't do the research, and that is what is so embarrassing. As an adult, it is my job and my responsibility to verify who I'm talking to, and therefore there is no one to blame for this.
Yeah. And, okay. So, that's where he confesses the 2 of them, and he should have gathered correct info himself, etc., etc. Alright. 132. And I talk way too damn much. I don't know how y'all watch me. I'm gonna be honest. I talk way too damn much. Alright, 130. Alright, we'll go here. All right. This is where he calls them victims. Oh my God.
I, and only I, caused myself to get into this situation. I understand that this could have and should have been easily avoided, and I also understand that I need to be aware of my platform at all times. I didn't understand how a situation like this could affect the people involved, but now I do. And for that, to the victims, I am so, so sorry.
And to the victims, I am so, so sorry. But what he said in the second video? There were no victims, let alone not 20. Is that why you deleted that video? Because you confessed to 2 of them and you called them victims? What? Also, even if age subs content creators should not date, there's a yeah, I agree. I think if they're both adults, so it's I don't know. I think there's a slippery slope with that too. But yeah, let's take that back and listen to it again.
Affect the people involved, but now I do. And for that, to the victims, I am so, so sorry. And I promise that something like this...
All right, you notice he used the word victims? That means he knows he was wrong. Bam! Xylee said it herself. Xylee said it herself. You notice how he used the word victims? Because he knows he was wrong. Just saying. Exactly, Marissa. So first they were victims, then there's no victims. Exactly. That's my exact point. Ding, 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 ding. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the hypocrisy of James motherfucking I want to be Hannah Montana Charles. I'm multitasking and having such a hard time figuring out if Xylee's speaking now or on her screen. Well, I'm sorry you're not actually watching it, Chelsea, but it's me. But I wasn't going to play that re-upload because I don't believe in uploading other creators' videos, especially if you don't no transformation is done on it and shit like that. So I don't know how you can't tell because it's only me on the screen now, and the last one only had 50. Wow. How long was the deleted video up? I don't know. I don't know when he took it down. I just know by the time he uploaded the last video, the video he has on now, he deleted the other video. I don't know if he privated it or he deleted it. Because either way, you lose the views if you private it. So there really is no difference between privating or deleting as far as YouTube analytics go. I'm not picking on you, Sue. Yes, the internet is forever. Marissa, I don't know. I don't know if that's his real name. Honestly, it doesn't matter whether he... Okay, listen. On YouTube, whether you delete it or you private it, you lose the views. On your analytics. You lose the views. Yeah, the missing video was about 15 minutes long. It's transformative in what I did. I'll fight it. I don't care. Yeah, it could have been. Let's look at that. That's a good idea. Let's look at Social Blade for James Charles. I'm gonna pull it up and then I'll take y'all with me. We're going on a field trip, kids. Yep, July 4th, 11,952,000, almost 12 million views, yeah. Yep. Yep. And that was July 4th. So what... But see, Social Blade isn't like real time. So... They're not real time anymore because of James Charles. When he lost all those subscribers back with Bye Sister. So. I don't know who Miss Frizzle is, Wendy. Beauty Demon. I was watching it 2 hours after that video was up and I checked it and it was already gone. Okay, so. It could have been. It could have just been, yeah, deleted at the same time. So when he uploaded, he deleted the other one. Which I don't see the point in him deleting the other one. I really don't. Because remember, Social Blade isn't live. They pretty much will, like, gather up information, dump it. Gather up information, dump it. They don't do it live anymore. And it's because of Bye Sister. When Toddy did Bye Sister and James Charles, and people were having like freaking YouTube parties watching James Charles subscribers go down the hill. That was a time in the history of YouTube. No, I wasn't giving you the middle finger. Alright, so anything else on this subject? We got anything else to say about, we got anything else to say about James Charles, etc., etc.? Any last comments? I told y'all there was going to be a narrative try to be spun. But the funny thing is, the only people I saw that spun that narrative was Tipster and Augie. I didn't see the rest of them say that either. So... I don't know. That might have got shut down. Oh, I'm not worried. Well, Sue, DM me about it. If it's about that other community, I don't care, though. I can tell you now. I will say that. If it's about that other community, I do not care. And I think you know which community I'm talking about. Yeah, Michelle. What did Michelle say? What did M. Shell say? Want parties, yeah. Don't stick up for James Charles like this goon squad morons. Well, it's not all of them. It wasn't all of them. It was just Augie and Tipster that said something. I didn't see anything from Bo Blacks or Diorio about James Charles. So this isn't to me, it's not, well, and I didn't see anything from Repzilla. I didn't see anything, you're talking Goon Squad. I didn't see anything from Tamimi. I didn't see anything from Repzion. It's just two people. I wouldn't put this on the whole Goon Squad. Now, if it was all of them saying it, I would say Goon Squad. But I'm not going to say Goon Squad because it was two of them that said it. Sorry, Amanda. I don't know who that is. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, they were too busy defending Gap. Yeah. Yes, Tamimi is. Yes, Queen. Because they didn't name... See, Queen, there's one thing you have to understand. They didn't name themselves the Goon Squad. It was Chris Hansen who gave them that name. They didn't name themselves. It was Chris Hansen who gave them that name. Who is defending Creepshow? Well, you're not going to hear anything about Creepshow. She ain't coming back. I don't think she's coming back. I don't think Creepshow's ever coming back. And I don't think that podcast was her either. Again, can we get away from the wannabe investigators on the internet, because y'all actually suck. Y'all need to stop. You're to the point you're harassing people. What? Oh, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, it can, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. She might try to come back. I mean, if she does, she does. She don't. I mean, I think we'll be better off her don't, but if she does come back, I would be very curious to see how her reception would be with coming back. I would love to see the reception she would get by certain creators if she came back. And believe me, I would watch it closely. Well, if you notice now, there is a conspiracy theory, and actually this conspiracy theory made sense. You notice since Frenemies has split up, everybody came back, right? Shane showing himself a little more. James Charles came back. David Dobrik came back. Everybody that Trisha and Ethan was trying to take down has come back. That is actually funny to me. John, that might actually be the case. John said, I think CSA will come back, but not as herself, under a new identity to avoid taking any responsibility. I mean, possibility. No, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if she comes back or not. All right, anything more on James Charles and him trying to live his best Hannah Montana life? I cannot believe I'm telling you, I'm changing the title. The part where it says, what is this? I'm going to put Hannah Montana or something like that. Hannah Montana is going to be referenced in the title. Night, Captain. Sue, that is my opinion also. We are 100% correct in that. Like, as in, I'm on the same level with you. He is very annoying. I don't know why he decided to bring up Hannah Montana, but it's happening. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm pretty sure somebody's live because it's Monday night and everybody and their mama went live on Monday night. And I was like, good God. We need a traffic light or something. Oh, but, okay. So, hey, glad y'all are here. I'm going to take Tuesday off. I'll be back Wednesday and we're going to start Anna Campbell. Is it Anna Campbell? I started looking into her. Is it Anna Campbell? Hold on. Yes, Anna. Anna Campbell. Yes, Anna Campbell. We're going to start with Anna Campbell. It might end up being a series. Hey, what's up, earbuds? It might end up being a series because I don't think I can shove all that in one live. not the way I like to talk about things and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Heather. I appreciate you saying that. That's very nice of you. Beauty demon. Oh, fuck, Anna Campbell. Is it that? Dude, I've only looked into it a little bit. That's why I'm taking off tomorrow. Tomorrow is my personal Anna Campbell day, and I don't know, you might see me cussing on Twitter about it or something. Yeah, I didn't know who she was either until recently, and I was like, oh, well, alrighty then. So, we should chat about Anna. Beauty Demon, do you have Discord? By any chance, Beauty Demon? Because, if anything, I will DM you on Twitter and give you my Discord ID if you do. So we have homework. Yeah, y'all might end up with a bunch of homework too, because I might be posting them up on Twitter going, homework, hashtag homework, and put it on the community tab, hashtag homework. Yes. Well, Discord is a fabulous thing because you can do like phone calls and stuff. It's amazing. I love Discord. So I'll give you my Discord ID or you give me yours and I'll add you as a friend, etc., and then we can talk on that. Professor Xylee, damn right. Somebody's got to keep y'all in line. Oh, yes. My Twitter is at Xylee Star Gaming. Thank you, Amanda, for putting that out there. I appreciate it. Hashtag Notebook Crew. That's why y'all Notebook Crew. All right, so I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to, I don't know, watch somebody. I'm pretty sure somebody's live right now, so I'm probably going to hop into there after I do my bookmarks and stuff like that. My chapters for the replay crew. So, guys, y'all behave. I know it's hard for my Notebook Crew to behave, especially my mods. My mods are the worst out of all of them. And then add like Beauty Demon and Sue M in there because they're pretty bad too. But I need y'all to try to behave. Yes, please like the live, and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I will let y'all go. And remember, keep it real.